Welcome into the Ohio State Football Report. Billy Beebe back with you. Excited to bring you the latest with the Buckeyes as they get set to play Purdue. Injury news we have for you that matters both for the Buckeyes and for the Boilermakers, which would matter for the Buckeyes. So we'll get to the injury news in a second. We got a crazy stat we're going to talk about in this one. And then the Buckeyes have more history to make during this season. We will tell you all about that. But first, Buckeyes going against the Wolverines later in the month, I understand, but I want to stack up the subs for that game. We are going against the Wolverines right now. The Michigan Football Report, 21 new subscribers so far this month in November. We're killing it right now on the Ohio State Football Report. If you want to add to the beatdown and be ready to rock for that game on November 29th, make sure you hit that sub button. Let's stack up our winnings here on the sub battle. Right to the injury news. I know that's what you guys want to talk about, what you want to get to, what we previewed for this video. Ohio State saw some injuries again against Penn State. And listen, I will reiterate, I've said this many times if you guys have watched this show. College football is very quiet and odd about injuries. They just don't like to talk about them, whether it be coaches, social media, whatever. They don't like talking injuries. They don't like revealing too much. I think the greatest example is James Franklin when Drew Aller got hurt. He just said Drew Aller's out for the season. That's so he could not be asked another question about Drew Aller's injury. Just moved right on. Buckeyes saw 3 guards, and it was even hard to notice. I like to give you guys post-game updates. I didn't, besides Tegra Tshabola. All 3 guards got hurt during this game for Ohio State. Ryan Day gave an update on the guards. Yeah, it didn't reveal too much. Yeah, I won't specifically mention all 3 of them, but I do think at least 2 of the 3, they'll probably be practicing today. One of them, you'll have to see as the week goes on how they do, but we should be full steam ahead. I don't know. That's just a college football answer right there. That's the guard situation. 3 guys hurt, and we've been talking guards a lot lately. This is a depth discussion once again. 3 guys out. And here we are, landing on hopefully 2 look okay to play. 1's injured. What's the next option? And again, Ryan Day didn't reveal who's hurt and who's not. So we're kind of like going about our business here, hoping hoping none of them are hurt, obviously, but like trying to figure out how we're going to sort through what's going on here. The bonus. I am comfortable with Ethan Anianwa stepping in at left or right guard. I am comfortable with Josh Padilla stepping in at left or right guard. That's the bonus of the situation. So we will keep an eye on this for Ohio State. We know how important the guards are to the running game, to getting the running game on track, obviously protecting your Heisman hopeful quarterback. Very interesting situation on the O-line right now. And I know it's been a big discussion, so I want to hear from you guys. What is your confidence level with the O-line right now, whether it be over the season or now with multiple injuries on the offensive line? What is your confidence level in the Buckeyes offensive line? Scale it for me, 1 to 10. We flip to the other side of things, the Boilermakers, to put up a fight against the Buckeyes. I think you and I both know Purdue's going to need all their horses, right? They're going to need their best. They're going to need to go at it, play their best, so on and so forth against Ohio State. Well, they're taking a huge hit right away. Devin Maccabee injured his ankle, out for the season. This is a really tough injury for them, both because of how much this guy means to their team. He's a walk-on turned star for this group. He's their leading rusher. As you can see, he's had a pretty good season for Purdue. And like I said, Purdue needs everything, right? To throw at the Buckeyes, to have a chance against the Buckeyes, to go at the Buckeyes. And you lose, I'm guessing, what would be a leader for Purdue, a great story for Purdue, and a stat guy for Purdue, and obviously a difference maker for the Boilermakers. Actually, really sad to see in general a walk-on that turned into a star, having a good final season. I mean, that's it. That's the end of his career, so really sad to see. And again, that'll make a difference in the game on Saturday. Want to make sure I let you guys know that today's episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. The hard-hitting football action is even better with PrizePicks. The weather might be changing, but the feeling of being right never gets old. So keep the season rolling on PrizePicks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. PrizePicks, I always let people know, is the best way to win cash this football season. You think about which players are going off, which ones are overhyped. You guys know I love that term fraud to go along with overhyped. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long. I timed producer Aiden 45 seconds it took them to put this bad boy together. Bo Nix for Thursday Night Football, more on the 215.5 passing yards. And then because he was working quickly, but he said he liked this. Brock Bowers, more on receiving yards and more on receptions overall. So I think that's a good 1-2-3 lineup there for Thursday night. PrizePicks. Also, it's up to you how you want to play. If you want flexibility, choose flex play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go to the power play. No matter how you play, PrizePicks is a great way to put your takes to the test. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. All right, we had a stat go viral yesterday, kind of on Buckeyes Twitter. And again, if you give me a follow, these are the kind of things I will key you in on. An anniversary, a negative anniversary for Ohio State. It has been years, as we show the credit here to the Silver Bulletin, since we saw a holding penalty against a Big Ten opponent. Oddly specific and yet unbelievable. Fun fact, today is a 2-year anniversary of the last time a Big Ten opponent was called for holding against Ohio State. 2 years. It's been 2 years. Buckeyes have played 17 Big Ten games in which their opponents haven't held a single time or been flagged. We'll say flagged for holding. An insane stat. I'm sorry, this is insane. Where I'm at with this, and again, this is a social media viral thing, on a slow week, technically, I guess, whatever you want to say there. I don't want to be the complainer, the victim. Buckeyes are national champions, very talented. They've won most of these games that we're talking about right here. But really, 17 Big Ten games and big ones, right? Oregon, Michigan. I mean, Penn State was I think 2 against 4 last season. Huge games. It is insane to me that it's been 2 years since there was a holding call against the Buckeyes. This really was just unbelievable for me. I kept thinking it over and over again. I thought, oh, that's a very niche stat. Then I thought about it. I'm like, 17 games? Nobody got flagged for holding in 2 years. Gigantic games against Michigan, against Oregon, against Penn State, so on and so on. Nothing. That was insane to me. What is it to you is my question. You only get a one-word reaction. Let me know down below. It's been 2 years since a Big Ten opponent has been called for holding against the Buckeyes. What is your one-word reaction to that stat? All right, switching energies here. Good news or good things happening for Ohio State. The Lombardi Award semifinalists were announced, and the Buckeyes have 3 names on that list. No surprise. Arvell Reese, having a great season, well-deserved. Sonny Styles, and Caden Curry has worked his way onto this list as he improves more and more and more. I know you guys. I've seen you in the comments. I've seen you on the videos we've made. You don't like talking awards until they actually happen. You barely like talking anything but national titles, and I respect that. However, this is a chance to make history. And again, if you watch this show, you know me, and I like to say during a special season like this, treasure it all. Soak it all in. 3 names up there for an award and a shot to make history. How can they make history? It's been 20 years since they had someone with a good chance, or 20 years since somebody has won this award for the Buckeyes. The great A.J. Hawk won it during that 2005 season, and boy, did he deserve it. A.J. Hawk was awesome during that season and his career for Ohio State. So the Buckeyes could win this award for the first time in 20 years, and I think they got the guys to go get it, right? You look at Styles and Reese, and look, Sonny Styles is a victim of what Cody Simon was a year ago for what Sonny Styles was to him, right? You're the captain. You have to lock things down in the middle. You don't always go get to play, play Predator, as Arvell Reese keeps being compared to the Predator over and over again. Reese has been sensational. The stats are off the charts. And again, Sonny Styles plays that captain of the defense, green dot. Both guys have been really good, really good numbers. I mean, but dude, you look through that Arvell Reese stat row is insane. The guy has been really great for Ohio State. I think Arvell Reese has the best chance. That's my personal opinion. I think Sonny Styles has a good chance, of course. We got a long way to go. And the third guy in the discussion, Caden Curry, as I said, a riser, going. Started slow. We've actually identified some issues for the Buckeyes at times with the pass rush. But I think Curry's been awesome. I think Caden Curry's been really, really good. A quality third name in this group. I fully believe that. I think Curry deserves to be where he's at. Buckeyes have, in my opinion, and statistically in many categories, they are the number one defense in the country. So to have 3 guys on this list makes sense. So put on your tux. Award season. You're handing out the award right now. Who are you giving that Lombardi Award to? Again, this is for the front 7 on offense or defense. So O-lineman can get it. D-lineman can get it. I think technically tight ends can get it. And then, of course, linebackers are involved. So if you would give it to Arvell Reese, hit that AR in the comments. Sonny Styles is SS, and Caden Curry is CC.